Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm your host, Chance, and today we got Lola, Sergio, and Donnie with us talking about Piece by Piece.
Woo!
Yeah!
So what do we want to talk about first?
Well, let's talk about how we feel about the movie.
Yes. Okay, can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
As a chair. Okay, for starters, it honestly took me a really long time to watch this movie, but I was so happy when I finally did. It's just so amazing, and I love it so much. The animation, all the colors, the songs, Pharrell songs are all hits. Beautiful. I love everything about this movie. What about you, Donnie?
Oh man, this movie looks really good. I was amazed at effects that they were doing with the Legos, especially the water. The water.
Yes,
It
the
reminded
water
me
looked phenomenal.
It reminded me of the first Lego movie where they had like all the water pieces be actually animated instead of like the later movies where it was like actual water.
Yeah, it looks so gorgeous. I really like how they keep bringing the fish back from like the beginning scene where it's like, I'm from Neptune.
From Atlantis.
Yeah, sorry. Atlantis, King Neptune.
Why are you whispering?
I don't know. I really like to do that because of your microphone. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah,
Yes.
the really good microphones like that tend to do that.
All right, what about you, Sergio?
Me, let's see. I was interested in this movie, but I wasn't sure by how much because I liked Pharrell Williams as an artist. I just didn't know much about him. So when I saw this with you, it was mind-blowing just how much it felt like an impact. Like his own songs, like in this movie, were always something you could jam to, something you could feel like you vibe with. And this movie gives that same feeling. Every single scene that he's in, that they are in and they make with everything that's happening, gives you a sensation that I'm not used to getting from biographies like this.
Yeah.
I feel exactly the same. Like other biographies, it usually feels like, oh, somebody else is telling the story of the person. But this one, you could really tell Pharrell put his heart and soul into this. It feels very him. It feels so Pharrell.
Yeah. All right. So let me go into how I feel about the movie.
Okay. How do you feel?
I fucking love this movie. I'm not even gonna hide it. It gives me 5 stars. I loved it. I was singing all the lyrics of all the songs that they're playing in the movie. Right in the theater next to Sergio. Right in the theater full of a bunch of white people. It felt
there were a bunch of white people in the black movie. Pharrell. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so when I guess I could say it. So there's a part where Kendrick comes in and starts singing All Right. I went up and started standing up like, yes, Kendrick, and start rapping all the songs. I'm like, we've been hurt before when the pride was low. Looking at the world like, where do we go? I really love this movie, man. This one connected to me a lot personally as a black creator, and it spoke to me in a way that I don't. Why are you laughing?
No, no, I totally get it. This movie feels like very heartfelt, honestly. I didn't expect this movie to feel as impactful as it did. To be honest, I cried during this movie.
Me too.
I really did.
You're not the only one.
Yes. Like during the Kendrick scene, which is, I know it's supposed to be probably kind of funny. The Kendrick scene and his grandma dying, that was really sad.
Yeah. Did you guys cry during the movie?
Me? I don't think so.
Sergio never cried.
I felt the heart, but I don't think I cried.
See, Sergio is like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that one movie. He's just like...
In that one movie?
In that
one movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger does not cry. Which one is that, Lola?
You know what I'm talking about. What the
that one Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he doesn't cry.
The one where he's essentially like a robot from the future.
You mean the Terminator?
Yes. I forgot the name, okay? Chill. This is my month, bitches.
What are you talking about?
It's Black History Month. Anyway.
I mean, I guess, but that means that it's all your months except mine. Well, technically,
isn't there Hispanic Heritage Month?
On this month.
Isn't there a Hispanic?
No, I mean
Heritage
like this month is my birthday.
Oh yeah. I mean, you only get one day though, because this is for the people. This is for the people, Sergio. I'm sorry, you get one day.
Lola.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
I'll
by the
give
way,
him 2
fun fact,
days. I'll give him
did you
2
guys
days.
know that by the way, did you guys know that Black History Month started out as a week?
Yes.
Yeah, I did actually. My mom told me about that growing up.
Yeah, I did not know about that until I read about the origins of Black History Month.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's really cool. Okay, fine. I'll give you 1 week, Sergio, since you did research. Give you 1 week.
Yeah. So when I heard about this movie coming out, I'll be honest, I did not know what to expect. When I heard like Pharrell is going to be doing a Lego biopic, like how is that going to work? From my point of view, Lego movies have been declining after Lego Batman.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
we
that's
had-
true. They haven't made another one because they had a lot of canceled projects of Lego movies that never came out. I know they were supposed to have a Lego racing movie. I don't know what the title was supposed to be, but the concept art for it looked really cool, but it
think
got canceled for some reason.
Billion Brick Race, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it was called, but it got canceled. I don't know why.
And they were going to have Jorge R. Gutierrez direct it.
Yeah, he's awesome. I don't know why it got canceled.
If you don't know, Sergio, you know who he is. He did The Book of Life.
The Book of Life is the best movie of all time.
Yeah,
Love that
I know.
movie.
But
I like his miniseries on Netflix called Maya and the Three.
Yes, that series is so good.
all right,
Yep.
so
Mhm.
let's see. Donnie, I remember a couple of months ago, I told you about this movie, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you gotta watch this movie. They got Lego Kendrick in here. They got Lego Police. They got Lego Racism. It has
Lego
everything.
racism.
What
It has
the-
Tom.
what?
They
Yeah,
do.
you
It's
were
a
showing
big
me
part of
some
the
of the
movie.
clips.
That's why there's the Kendrick scene.
What were you saying, Donnie?
Yeah, I remember you were showing me the clips, and I was like, "No way, they put him in Lego." And then you showed me, and you showed me.
Oh my god, can we get into
They did the whole music video in Lego. That shit was that was crazy to see.
Yeah. Now, what were you saying, Lola?
I was gonna say, can we start getting into favorite scenes? I don't know if it's too early.
We could do that.
Okay. I gotta say, one of my favorite scenes, and I think it's the funniest scene in the whole movie, is when he's like recording with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg turns into an actual dog. I love that so much.
Snoop has mystical vibes. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just like channeling him.
I do like how it starts off when you just see a phone ringing and it has a dog on it. He's like, I tried to call him to see what you want me to lie about on this documentary. He didn't answer.
Yes. Snoop Dogg is so hilarious, and maybe because he's always high. But he's so funny. I love Snoop.
And they even mentioned it in the movie, like they have like PCH
No,
spray.
PG spray. The PG spray. I love
Getting hot
that.
pots. Lego was crazy.
And again, this movie is rated PG for Legos. So I'm imagining kids are gonna go see this. I did not expect them to go as hard as they did in this movie. Honestly. Like they talk about Crips in the movie. Like,
Yeah, that was
And-
crazy. I was not expecting.
and also throughout the movie, they kept on censoring the word shit.
Whoa, it's real.
Oh,
Until Pharrell started saying it like twice when he mentioned how Happy had a big impact.
People are singing and celebrating to highlight an emotion, but you realize why they feel that song. Because they've been through some shit. They've been through some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, they can say that? Oh, okay.
I guess they get allowed 1 or 2. I don't know how the ratings work for that.
But for a Lego movie though,
For saying like the word shit, yes, but it's usually the F word that they have a limit on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
but I haven't seen a animated movie lately that was PG that was able to say shit. I haven't
I
seen.
guess they're pretty lean.
I guess so, but
nowadays. I
that's
don't know.
kind of that's kind of what I was saying, that it felt like Pharrell, where you don't really expect him to do these things, but then he goes and does them, and it just feels at the right time.
And let's talk about Pharrell now, because I feel like we've been going in circles talking about him, but we don't actually talk about how much of an impact he had in this movie, like what he did.
Oh yeah,
Like,
definitely.
He produced this
I mean-
movie. He has his own clothing line. He made his own clothes, like made his own like fashion brands, like glasses and stuff like that. He made his own record company called Star Trek. Like he's all out like entrepreneur in every sense of the word.
Oh, definitely. He's amazing in everything he does. Honestly, I'll admit I didn't know much about him other than like his biggest songs like Happy and things like that, but after watching this movie, it made me realize how impactful Pharrell throughout his career really was. Like all his songs, this movie felt like very nostalgic to me. I remember listening to all his songs he helped produce growing up.
My favorite scene from the movie Shoot, that's gonna be hard. 'Cause I love this whole movie.
Yeah.
I guess it was him as a kid listening to his records and seeing the visions like
Oh, from the beatbox, or what was it?
for the boombox, listening to Stevie Wonder and envisioning himself on the cover of the album. That was sick. I really love that.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm really so happy he did it his biography with Legos, because I feel like it really brought something unique and different versus everyone else's. And it made it seem more real, more creative, more beautiful, like all the visuals, everything about it. It's stunning. It felt like you could really feel what Pharrell is feeling throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. Now, what about you, Donnie? What was your favorite scene?
I think my favorite scene was when Pharrell was, I guess, when he was spiraling, when like the coulda, woulda.
Oh, the coulda, woulda, shoulda guys.
And he was like in that vortex. And
what was that? You're going in and out.
And then the guy was like, "Look at Earth, Pharrell. Look at Earth."
Pharrell, the Earth, it's a pale blue dot.
Because that whole sequence, it looked amazing. You really felt like you felt like the weight that he was feeling, and then the transition into Get Lucky was like, "Ooh, I love that. I love that so much."
Yeah. Do you know who that was that told him to look into Earth?
I have no idea who that was.
I don't remember. his
Carl
name.
Sagan.
Carl Sagan.
He hosted Cosmos.
Cosmos?
They brought the show back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they brought the show back with Neil deGrasse Tyson a couple years ago. It was actually a really good show. I think you should watch it.
Oh, okay. I'll add it to my watch list then.
Yeah, but it was like watching this whole movie. It was like, wow, whoa, like that one scene where the intern at the record label was into Pharrell's music for the first time and had his head explode. That's how I felt the whole movie.
Yes, that was awesome.
Wow.
I love everything he was doing throughout the whole movie. Like when he was creating the beats and he made it into something physical and it was different for each individual artist. I thought that was really cool.
Yes. And even stuff I didn't know about, like how he tried giving one of his songs to Prince, the song Frontin'.
Yeah. And then Prince didn't accept it. I was like, what? He tried to give a beat or a song to Prince? That's like, insane. And it ended up being like really big and popular.
See, a lot of times we do things with people and they don't use them. So we hold on to beats that we feel like are special. This beat was for Prince, and he heard it and didn't respond.
Sergio, what was your favorite scene?
I think my favorite scene would be when he first is introduced to Snoop Dogg, and then he starts describing him, and he says like Snoop Dogg is a 6'1" guy with a bunch of other Bloods, was it?
Crips.
First of all, Snoop is very tall, and then he's in the studio with like 15 Crips who are all 6'5". You ever been in a city where you could see the fog really low?
Crips.
Yeah, you can't mess that up, Sergio.
Yeah, Crips are blue, Bloods are red, obviously.
I know, I get them mixed up sometimes.
You can't do that, Sergio.
Well, Sergio's not gangsta.
Yeah, but he can't be going to the middle of LA saying, "What's up, my Crip?" and see some blue guy. I'm seeing some guy wearing red. I mean,
why would I say that?
Why
to
would
a gang
he
member?
say that? I
don't know, but I'm just warning you. Don't switch. Gotta make sure you get it right. Blood is red.
Oh my God, you're gonna have an interesting time editing this.
I'm leaving this in.
You're leaving this in?
I don't care. No, I'm warning him.
Okay.
I warn everyone that listens.
All right. But yeah, Snoop Dogg is hilarious. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know how tall Snoop Dogg was. So when he said that, and then I noticed, because since they're Legos, like, you know, the Lego lakes are small, so they added an extra layer of Legos with like at least like 2 inches more of like leg, and then the giant sneaker. I thought that was so funny. I was like, Snoop Dogg's really that tall? What? That's crazy.
This is beautiful work that you've been doing.
Thank you, man.
This is what I want, though, P. I'm waiting on a hit record. Feel what I'm saying?
But honestly, I think this is one of the best biographies ever. I really enjoyed this. I like how it did something different. I think more biographies should do things like this, not just a normal, like, in-person live interview.
Right.
Like, it made it more
personal.
Yeah, it made it more personal. They put a lot of heart into it. I enjoyed it.
Also, did you guys catch this? There was a Tyler the Creator cameo in the movie.
Yes, that was so cool.
Yeah, he was the teacher.
Yeah.
Hey, Earth to Pharrell. Stop daydreaming and get to work.
Tyler, the creator, is awesome.
And he also did one of the songs. He was
Which one
featured
was
on
it?
Virginia Boy.
Oh, yeah.
From Virginia Boy.
I'm not sure if I see it. It's kind of blurry on my end.
You
Oh
don't
my
see it?
God! See, why are you fucking up, Sergio? I'm not getting mad at you about that. I'm just fucking with you.
I mean, hey, it's always got to
think I
be
need a better
somebody's
screen.
internet, you know? It's either Sergio's or mine. So.
No, the meeting froze on my end too.
Oh my
Everything's
God.
frozen.
Oh shit!
Okay,
I
can you guys
paused
see it now?
Oh yeah, now you mentioned it's mine too. Everyone's frozen.
Okay, wait.
Do you see it, guys?
I can see like the screen's working fine,
Okay.
but Chance's webcam is frozen.
Webcam?
Okay, not
Oh
anymore.
wait, my camera's on.
Apparently.
Hold on! No, you don't need to see me.
Yeah.
Don't look
Your
at
camera's
me.
been on.
Camera's been on. That's the
Oh,
whole
so
point.
that's why the light was blinking green. Okay. Wow, they were just watching you the whole time, Chance, and probably me too.
I saw everyone had their cameras on at one point. I was like, I feel underprepared.
Well, we usually don't because, you know, Sergio is a shut-in. I think he's part vampire. He barely comes out the house. So
He told me he wants to actually have a
never
mask
turns on his camera. He told you should put on a mask on? That kind of sounds racist.
Like, no, I
Sergio.
said no. Him put a mask on when he goes on camera, like some sort of Daft Punk type mask or helmet on.
What the heck? Why does he need a mask on? COVID's over, bro. We don't
He
have
can be a
I
diseases.
don't like my
VTuber.
face.
You can have a little anime guy.
Oh, yes. a VTuber.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Honestly, though, I love this movie and everything about it, but to be honest, Pharrell kind of seemed like he was failing upwards the whole movie.
Failing upwards?
Yeah, he just
Can you
like he
expand
was at
on
the right
that?
place at the right time.
Oh, yeah. Totally get that.
Yeah,
he
like-
really did get lucky. Like, obviously, no
that's
shade
the
to
song.
him.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah. No
song.
shade to him. He is obviously very creative and talented at what he does. But the fact that a whole, like, recording studio came to his town, that's insane.
Yeah, and they wanted to go have a talent show at his high school.
Right? Like, that's luck right there. That part was lucky.
You don't hear about that anymore.
Yeah, I don't even think recording studios do that. I mean, unless I'm
don't.
wrong, but I've never heard of anything like that ever happening.
I think he had a job at McDonald's for 30 minutes.
He had a whole separate business selling nuggets out the back door.
Dealing nuggets? No.
That never happened.
So apparently Pharrell had worked at McDonald's for 3 times.
Yeah, that was crazy. And he's been fired from his job. I didn't know that at all, especially the fact that he worked at McDonald's. But I like that. It's kind of like he's having a comeback story because a lot of teachers will be like that when like there's somebody who learns differently or thinks creatively in class, they'll like dish on them. They'll be like, hey, do you want to work at McDonald's? So I kind of like that. Thought that was funny.
In
He
fact,
did
he
work at
was-
McDonald's and now he's a super successful, rich producer. So
And how his friends thought he was actually selling chicken nuggets on the side.
yeah, that was funny. That was a funny joke. Because to be honest, I was this close to believing them. I was like, he was selling chicken nuggets? Is this real?
Isn't that
And then-
illegal to be selling that?
Well, that's why Pharrell literally said, nah, they're playing, bro.
He might actually have, we just couldn't admit it.
No, I doubt that. I mean, that could be why he was
like-
fired, but didn't he say he got fired because what was the reason?
He was sleeping on the job and eating the food.
Yeah, which is honestly so real. I mean, hey, if I'm working at McDonald's, I gotta get my McFlurry. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You know, you walk past like the fryer full of nuggets, no one will know if you like skim one or two.
Exactly. I just need a little
No, no, no.
snack. A little snack.
No, we sort of grazed on to the subject of the soundtrack for the movie.
Mm.
And I do want to bring up like the original songs that they have for the movie because Pharrell did some original songs for the movie.
Really? Yeah. Point them out to us.
So
I would
it
love to know.
was the song Lego Odyssey, the one where that had after his grandma passed away, and him just existential, like wondering what to do with the rest of his life, and
Oh wow, Pharrell really did create all the songs for this movie. That's
and Piece by Piece, the original song for the movie,
awesome. Yes.
and For Real, which was
For
played
Real.
during the credits, where it was
Okay.
like him talking about how he wishes he was like he's a toy, he's wishing he was for real, not Pharrell. Get it?
Oh yeah, I didn't get that the first time. Okay, I like that.
And what else was there? There was also the beginning when it had the company logos before it, and like him saying, "Oh, I've been waiting so long."
Yeah.
It was actually really cool.
Oh, the ET scene was hilarious. I love that.
Oh yeah, when Teddy Riley came in.
That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, and like let's talk about also his like his right hand man, Chad.
Yeah, like before this, I had no idea Chad. When he came up, I was like, wow, this is Chad. And he talks like a Chad too. He's like, hey. I thought that was funny. I was like, I didn't know about this Chad guy. He seems cool. Like learning more about the friends he had growing up and the fact that he and his friends Chad had a band, the Neptunes. I had never heard of the Neptunes before this. That was all really cool.
And after the movie was over, I listened to all of Pharrell's music. Some of it I already knew, but then again, some of them I freaking loved. Like in this movie, there was like a song called, I don't know if I can say the word because I just found out that you can't really say it. I'll spell it.
Okay.
S-P-A-Z.
You can't say that word? Why not?
Apparently not, because I watched a show where they said you can't say that or you get canceled.
But it's not the R word.
Well, there's more words that you can say besides the R word that can get you canceled, Lola.
But doesn't S-P-A-Z mean like a goof? Like you're always messing up?
So did the R word.
Okay, but that one's more offensive because it's specifically towards the...
Either way,
yeah.
That's what I like.
Skip over that. Cut that out. Cut that out. Oh my God.
But
I didn't know what to say. Okay.
But
anyway,
but with that
didn't happen, guys.
With that scene of him trying to go to different record labels, with Chad, and I forgot the other guy's name, the guy that worked at one of the record labels, like the intern, went to help him. His manager.
Yeah, the manager.
With that song playing in the background, him dance like, yeah, what's up? Him wearing his like a jumpsuit, going on top of all the record labels' desks and start dancing in front of them, and all their faces like, what is wrong with this kid?
I loved how throughout the movie we got to see the real side of Pharrell. Like I had never known that. Everyone who knew Pharrell throughout this whole movie being interviewed said Pharrell was like the younger, talented brother that you wanted to protect because he just had so much. What was the word they used? Potential.
Potential.
Yeah, he had so much potential.
He was like the young brother that we all wanted to protect because we knew he had the talent to open up doors for all of us.
Yeah.
To become something big, and he did. I love how charismatic he was as well. Like even with the weird things that was going on during the interview, like how he made friends with somebody's intern and that became his manager. I love that. I thought that was really cool.
Also, that whole scene of him like dancing in the record labels, they have a bunch of album covers in the background, which I really love that they pay attention to detail, made Lego versions of.
Yes,
like they made a Lego version.
Flash.
They made a Lego version of Notorious B.I.G.'s Ready to Die album cover. And that's awesome to me.
Very
I didn't even notice that until now.
yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like every record label, it's an actual record label too. So that was actually a cool detail too. Like Def Jam Records, Columbia Records, like back you see Jay-Z, like Jay-Z album. I think that was a Blueprint, and the other one's a Beastie Boys, or is it Eminem? I can't tell. They're the same. I think they're the same cover.
Potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, let's go back to what Pharrell was talking about. What we're talking about Pharrell and how he's like a little brother.
Yeah.
There's a point in the movie where he had so much confidence in Riz, he got a date with an already taken girl.
Yes, that was freaking hilarious. He was like, do you have a boyfriend? She was like, yeah. Do you want to marry him? She said, not really, no. Well, you don't really love him. What? Brother, what? He really said, I mean, hey, you're not trying to marry him. Don't sound that serious. Like, damn.
Yeah, even after he was with her for a long time, he wasn't ready yet.
I know.
I'm like,
He wasn't even ready to get married yet. And he was like, well, I mean, you don't want to marry him. I don't know. It's crazy. But I like how they did end up getting back together. They were a really cute couple throughout the movie. I was rooting for them. They're cute. I like them.
Yeah, I mean, like, wow, there's so much to talk about with this movie. But I know we're scatterbrained going back and forth with different scenes, but this is just a documentary, so we have the luxury to do that.
Yeah, there's a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah, do you guys have any notes to talk about?
Not at the moment. I just really loved how throughout each and every one of these interviews, you could tell how much love everyone else had for Pharrell. Like how they said he was like the little brother you wanted to protect, how they complimented him, and how they were also making jokes and saying, yo, he was selling chicken nuggets on the side. was cool.
Or like how he was what's it called? He loved rap. He loved the gangster
Yeah,
clothing,
he loved
but
gangster clothing, but he wasn't a gangster at all. He didn't have that personality.
yeah. What do you guys think though, Donnie, Sergio?
About what?
The movie. What the
Brother, are you for real?
No, the Lego movie part 2, the second part.
No,
you were talking
we
about a
literally
specific
said
scene.
it. Chance said, okay, let's talk more about our notes. What are your notes, Sergio? What did you like about the movie? Sometimes I feel like Sergio isn't really here. What's he doing? What is he doing?
He's in space.
Listening to you guys.
Okay. Well, what are your notes, Sergio? What are other things you enjoyed about this movie? Okay, we're skipping over you. Donnie?
That's crazy.
Because he was silent for like more than a few seconds. I'm like, hello? Okay, somebody give me something.
I thought it was really funny seeing how they made each artist and producer into a Lego minifigure. I thought it was really funny how he translated it. I'm wondering if they
like
just
Pharrell's
use,
cheekbones.
Pieces.
Yeah, the cheekbones of Pharrell.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yes.
They gave that perched lip that he always has.
So I'm wondering if it's like,
Mhm.
I wonder if we can like recreate these sets. I could just have my own Snoop Dogg studio set in my house.
You should make one. That'd be honest.
Make a Lego Kendrick.
Lego Kendrick.
Get a little Thor hat to put on top of him.
Yeah. Can we get an all right music video figure set?
Oh my god, please. Please, we need that Lego.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I will go to Denmark to make sure that they get it done. Which is where
pay like $50 for it.
$50. I mean, hey, I'd pay $50 for that. It's cool. I like how they incorporated different Lego pieces to make different things for the set. Like how the microphone in the recording studio, they actually used a tennis racket for part of the microphone. Like the mesh part.
They did?
Yeah, they did. Look, go back to it.
I can't find it.
No, go back. Go backwards. Rewind.
That's not where I was at all.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Your laptop's weird.
What do you mean my laptop? It's the same laptop as any other laptop.
Brother, I don't use this laptop.
Mine's better.
I did
well,
not
why
say
don't you
that.
make a podcast then, Sergio?
Because I don't want to.
Okay, well, the point is they were incorporating different Lego pieces to make different things. Like how they made the beats so unique and made them into their own different thing. They look like Art Deco figurines.
Also, I want to mention that this is weird how it felt really uncomfortable seeing Legos with bikinis on. And like...
Well, that's the music video. What did you want them to do?
I don't know, but it's weird. They custom made Legos to be in bikinis.
Would you?
I was laughing my ass off when we started playing Rum Shaker in Lego 4.
You know another scene that was freaking hilarious? When I think he either just got out of high school or was in high school. They just saw Pharrell's first music video and his mom was flabbergasted. She was like, ah! And she dropped her drink, I believe.
It was for Rump Shaker. Shaker.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Huh? Oh my god.
I want to know, what were you guys' first introduction to Pharrell? I'm curious.
My first introduction?
I believe you all had the same one, but...
Probably Happier.
Happier?
Well, Happy, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry, Happy.
What about you guys?
Happy.
Sergio?
I was waiting for Donnie to speak.
Sorry, I don't know what my first Pharrell song or the first time I've seen him. I don't remember.
Okay, what about you, Sergio?
I think my first time was hearing Blurred Lines on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna answer one, and then you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I was wrong." The song for Despicable Me, the one called Despicable Me.
No, that's okay. Watch, this is so fun to see. Oh, Despicable Me.
Oh, got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I heard Blurred Lines before I heard that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because every single Despicable Me movie, he has a song for. At least one. And after that, I think he just stayed at the Illumination Studios, just stayed there and hoping he needs work. Because remember, he did the narration for the Grinch movie.
Yeah, that was cool. Chance, you don't understand. He isn't a part of the Despicable Me movie. He is Despicable Me.
And I think on that note, we can go to our ratings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would give this movie a solid 5 out of 5. It was amazing. Loved everything about it.
Woo!
What about you guys?
I think I can't think about anything wrong or any problems I had with this movie, so I guess I'll also give it a 5 out of 5.
Awesome! I've been waiting for this moment. Okay.
Dang, you guys, I have my earplugs in.
Oh, sorry, bro.
How were we supposed to know that? Sorry.
My bad.
Ask.
You're the ass.
He said ask.
Oh.
A-S-K.
ask.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we know Sergio doesn't get ass. Now, Donnie?
That's crazy.
Well, you're on something today, and I love it.
I'd give it a 5 out of 5 for sure. It looked great. It sounded great. It was a really fun story to go through.
Awesome. Okay, I'm glad we all
No
agree.
notes, it was
S tier
really
movie,
fun.
no notes.
Awesome.
Yeah, peak documentary.
Absolutely. I'm so pissed that this didn't win an Oscar or get nominated for an Oscar for best anime feature or best documentary.
It didn't win for anything?
No.
What? Not
Wait,
even nominated? Crazy.
Was it even mentioned in like the things that were being considered?
No.
Well, I guess that makes sense because didn't they disqualify an animated movie to be nominated? I don't remember which one it was.
I don't know.
Yeah. But
Or is it because like they couldn't figure out a good category for this? Because
maybe.
what would
But
you
I feel like just call it an animated movie. That's what it is. You could also call it a biography, but
I guess it's true, but it's also a biography about a real person.
yeah, and even if you didn't want to categorize that part of it, you could at least nominate it for the music. The music all throughout it was amazing. I get most of the songs are older, but he wrote a lot of new songs for it too. So
But I think that was be considered for like musicals. Is this considered a musical?
In the same vein as, you know what? I don't think so.
no, because they don't sing throughout the movie. Like they're singing as in they're in their own recording studio singing, but they're not singing throughout every moment of it. So I would doubt it.
Yeah, would you consider Straight Outta Compton a musical?
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Straight Outta Compton is a biopic about NWA.
I will not be watching that
What? Why?
because I said so.
Lola, do you even know what NWA stands for?
No.
Niggas with attitude.
What the fuck?
It's a band with Ice Cube, and Dr. Dre. There are 2 others, but I don't know their names. I think one's Mustard, is it?
Wow, 2 others.
Sergio really said the other black guys.
I'm sorry, we're throwing you down
They show their names once.
Fair
I only
enough.
remember once when they were being mentioned on who else was also in the biography and who else they interacted with, but I do not remember their names.
Yeah. Okay, bro. I
Well-
won't be watching that chance. You still need to watch Pirates of the Caribbean. Then I'll consider watching that.
No. Okay, so I want to make
What?
a disclaimer. I want to make a disclaimer for this movie because I want to make a little YouTube short in the middle of this YouTube movie review.
Okay.
Disclose what the movie is. Okay, so this movie, Piece by Piece, is one of the best movies I've seen all year in 2024. It is a documentary about Pharrell Williams made entirely out of Legos. I know it might sound weird, but hear me out. It's actually really good. I loved it. I loved it so much that I saw it 3 times. I told my grandma to go see it. I took my girlfriend to go see it. I took my best friend to go see it. And I showed my other best friend on the middle of the road on my phone. We just stood there and watched it. It was so amazing. I listened to all the music afterwards, and you should too. Out there in the world, everyone out there, go watch this movie. Please support this movie.
And I love you, random citizen. But yeah, go watch this movie. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think you should start.
If you're questioning what this movie is if it's a documentary, if it's a musical, if it's a biopic, yes.
Yes. It's everything.
Yes, it's everything you want to be and more. Starring Noor. Well, I almost spit her water out.
Because I wasn't expecting that. Gosh.
Okay. I think we can call that an episode. Thank you guys for joining us, and have a cinematic day. Oh, right, that is a tennis.
Yeah, see, I told you it's a tennis racket. See, y'all didn't believe me.
All right, thank you guys for joining us. I'm Chance.
I'm Lola. I'm Sergio.
It's Donnie.
Yeah, okay.
And have a cinematic day.
Hey everyone,
Thanks for listening, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok at Brick Wall Cinema. Have a cinematic day.